Hi everybody, this is a video on aftermarket SymbiLink cables and an issue that I'm having with them. You can see here this is an aftermarket cord. It's advertised as a true Zapco DIN cable. However, you can see on here on the connector ends does not say SymbiLink, versus here's an actual Zapco product, and you can see on the end here where it says the SymbiLink or SymbiLink, however you say that. So I spent a lot of time testing this and trying to figure out what the problem is, and basically what it comes down to, I'll draw a little diagram here. If you take the cable end to end like this and hold it up and test your pins with your meter, what you should have is continuity down each pin. So from 1 to 1 should have continuity, 2 to 2 should have continuity, etc. all the way around. The problem with the aftermarket cables is pins 3 and pins 4, at least that's how I've got them labeled, they don't have continuity. So I think they're just kind of fake pins. For some reason that still works in some scenarios and does not work in other scenarios. I'll show you where it works for me and where it does not work for me. I'm going to show you my drawing here of my system layout. There we go. So basically, I'll try to hold the camera steady here for you. From the head unit, I've got 3 different RCA outputs, front, rear, sub, and then I'm going to one of these nice little things, converts RCA to balanced. I'm running all of my transmitters at positive 12 decibels. I figure stronger the signal, the less corrupt it's going to get, even though it's balanced, so theoretically it shouldn't get corrupted at all. Alright, anyways, I'm not sure, maybe I need to change that setting, but so the output side of these on my rear goes straight to the amp. On the subs, it goes straight to the amp. All the cables that I have that are actual SymbiLink cables work just fine. However, the aftermarket cables, for some reason, if you use them on the input side here, they do not work. If you use them on the output side after one of these splitters, which is an SLDIN.Y connector, if you use it on the output side here, it still works okay. I cannot understand what's going on there with that, but for some reason, the main run coming from here to go to your amps has to have all 6 pins, at least on my Zapco amps. I've got Zapco amps that are a little bit older, so maybe that's the problem. I'm running a reference 350 for the front right, reference 350 for the front left, the AG 750 for the rear, left and right stereo, and then an AG 750 for my subs. Running that one bridged to the subs. Something else that might be useful for your subs, you should always run right and left sub mono. If you are running, my front channel here is kind of interesting, so we're running right and left. However, the selector switch on the Zapco amps, at least the old ones, only had a right bridged stereo or mono. So in my scenario, I need to use right bridged because I'm bridging the output to my front right components at 4 ohms, and I need to use right bridged even though it's for the left to go to my bridged output component speakers on the left side. But all you need to do to fix that problem is get one of these SLDIN.INV for inverter, and I made a note here at the bottom. But basically what that inverter does is it takes your signal that's going to the left on the balanced and switches it to the right. And vice versa, the right switches to the left. So the signal that was going to this amp, even though it's only pulling the pins that are going to the right signal, it's actually the left signal that's going into that now. So that's a little workaround on that. I couldn't really find any direct answers to this in my Zapco manuals, and I have not found much support on this online. That's why I'm making this little video. Hopefully this will help anybody that's still running some old school Zapco stuff. Fantastic amps, great products, just not a ton of info out there. So anyways, there's another shot at the diagram the way I ran it. And that's pretty much it. So I hope that helps everybody out. One more thing that might be helpful. I had this nice female to female. And as you can see on here, it's hard to see, but it says SymbiLink, and it just has 2 arrows. This is only a female to female. This does not invert the signal. The one that actually is the INV inverter, it'll have an input and an output on one end or the other. So that's kind of how you differentiate that if you're trying to buy one on eBay or something. And that's a wrap. So good luck. I bought 2 of these cables now. I have to return them both, and I have to try to find an old school SymbiLink cable that will hopefully fix my installation problem. So good luck finding one of those. All right, thanks for watching.